So the Fed finally lowered the interest rate a quarter point, and the masses are celebrating and everything is happening. And oh my gosh, they're going to throw parties and all that kind of stuff this weekend. Okay, maybe that's a little bit far-fetched. But it's a good start to be able to kind of help ease a little bit of that, buying concern that a lot of folks have because of an interest rate being a little bit higher. The truth is, interest rates have actually been coming down for some time. For a while there, we were sitting in that 7% range, and we've seen some interest rates that are even below 6% already. But what's interesting is the Fed coming down a quarter point is not a direct effect on mortgage interest rates. They're actually affected by other things, treasury bonds, stuff like that, that actually have a direct reflect on the mortgage interest rate. But it does help. The one thing to keep in mind is if you've been sitting on the sideline wanting to buy a home, but felt like that interest rate was higher than you wanted to be, the one thing you don't want to do is to wait too long. So back in 2020, when we had the craziness of this market to where multiple offers going crazy, we had one property that had 18 offers, and they actually purchased the home. We were the listing side. They purchased the home for $26,000 more than the list price. That's actually the worst thing you can do. Why? Because I can't get you back out of overpaying for a home, but we can help you with an interest rate. So the key piece is, we want to get you thinking about, okay, it's about the right time to be able to start looking at getting searches going and finding that right home for you. You don't want to wait till a little bit more of the floodgates open for buyers, because there's a lot of tools that we have that we can actually get even better interest rates than right now with buy down programs. You could go to your lender and buy down the rate. We can also see if the seller today might buy down the rate. We have a listing where there's what's called a 1-0 buy down program. And what that means is the seller is going to contribute to buy down the rate 1% for a year. So if you're at, let's throw a number out there, 6% for the first year, your interest rate would be 5%. And the idea is to buy a little bit of time for interest rates to continue to move down. So once that buy down program or concept ends, you're hopefully already in the fives or maybe even lower, and you refinance to get into that lower interest rate. So if you're thinking about buying, do not wait. And this isn't to try to push you to buy. You don't want to wait till all of a sudden the floodgates open and may not have enough inventory for the buyers that have been kind of pent up and ready to buy a home. You don't want to wait till that happens, because then unfortunately the price of homes are going to slowly start going up because sellers are going to realize, hey, I've got buyers ready to buy my home. And that's what happened in 2020. Pricing and everything started going crazy even here in Houston, Texas, and folks were spending more than list price with multiple offers. You don't want to get in that range. So contact us. Our information is down below. But get with us. We'd love an opportunity to kind of show you a lot of tools that we have that can get you into the right home at the right price, a better price now, and even a really good interest rate right now, with the option to be able to refi down to even better rates at a later date. So contact us. We look forward to hearing from you.